All right, so today we're gonna fry a turkey, but we're gonna show you how to do this the safe way. So here's a couple things we've already done. You'll notice we've got our propane tank, our burner, our pot. Got a thermometer right here. This is very important because you don't want the grease to get too hot. Okay, so we've also got our oil. You can find this at any Home Depot, Lowe's, any mom and pop usually place. With this, we've already done a few things to make sure we don't want to use too much oil. So before we've even started this, I've actually taken the turkey that we're going to fry while it was still in the wrapper, dropped it in here, filled it up with water, pulled the turkey out so I could see how much water I actually needed. You'll also notice on here there's an actual maximum fill line, so that you so we're just going to get this here out of the way. Open up the tank. Make sure this is loose. We're going to start the flame down here first, and then slowly bring that on. This is 3 gallons of peanut oil, so it's going to take a while. So we'll pause here for a little bit, and we'll come back as we're ready to start getting the turkey in to fry. All right, so we've got our oil up to temperature. So we're ready to put the bird in. So it's actually got just a hair over 350 by the time the thermostat does its part. But we're going to pull this off for now, make sure it's not hot. Get it up out of the way. We've also turned the fire off because last thing we want to do, if something was to happen and this oil was to go over, the last thing we want is a little fuel up underneath it to keep it going. So we're ready to put the bird in. We've got the bird sitting on this little stand. It's got a nice little hook we can drop it in with. One important thing, we have put with this bird, we have injected it with some marinade. We don't put anything on the outside. We want the bird to be dry as it goes in. That will help keep the flash from water and oil mixing together while this is hot from creating kind of like a boil up on it and overflowing. So we are now ready for the bird. Slowly putting it in. Kind of readjusted our thermostat length. So that it's out of the way of the turkey. Now what we want to do is see what the temperature is of the oil. We want to maintain it at 350 for a while. But when you drop the bird in, it's going to bring the temperature of the actual oil down. So we might have to relight this here in a little bit, bring the temperature back up some, and maintain it at 350. We're going to cook this bird for about 3.5 minutes per pound. This is a 15.5 pound bird, so we're going to cook it somewhere between 45 to 55 minutes. We've got over here a meat thermometer. We want the temperature of the bird before we pull it out to reach 180. Make sure it's fully cooked into the thickest part of the bird. So now it's just that time where you get to fellowship together, hang out, catch up on old times for the next 45 to 55 minutes. All right, so our time limit has what we've expected is up, so we're going to go ahead and take a reading real quick, make sure he's cooked. Pull this off, get it up out of the way. Pull him up, let him drop it off. We are at 180. We're actually hitting right at 200, so he is good and done. Let's check him again in another spot. Perfect. He's ready to drain. Go ahead and go into the pan. Make sure this is off. we're going to go ahead, leave the thermometer in the oil. Keep it uncovered a little bit to start cooling off. Whenever this gets all the way back down to cool off, we'll go ahead and be able to drain this back into the jug that we got it from, and we'll send it to the recycling place. So other than that, we're going to let this turkey cool for a little bit, and we're going to slice it and get ready to eat.